I rest in God, and I am as God created me. Of course, resting in God is an aspect in which God created you to be and to do. I know it was a few verses ago, but I guess it was in last review even, about 107, talking about the greatest depth of sensation that you've ever felt, relaxed and safe and perfectly cared for, and times that by 20 or so, times that by 200. Right? And that's just an inkling. That's just a tiny itsy bitsy little hint of what it actually is, the peace in which you feel, say, in God. Talk about rest, right? That is some serious rest. That is like R&R. That's what we need around here, right? Think about it. That's just amazing. Now, I referred to my death experience where I was experiencing joy, just like absolutely more joy than I've ever felt. Joy was before, like, I'm happy, la 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 la. Now this was like, I can't even explain it. In metaphorically, representation of what absolutely blowing me apart. I felt like as if the seizure that I was having was joy. Like, it was absolutely joy. Like, I was dying from joy. If anybody asks you, well, what did he die from? I think he died from joy. That's what you say. It was absolutely astonishing, mind-blowing, obliterating me apart. Absolutely. Every aspect of it. So I often compared that sensation of joy that I was feeling to the happiest day of my life. I remember having just so much fun playing with my family and friends, and we would with my family and most likely, and just having fun playing games and just like having a blast, as my family is very important to me, and we always did. So, not even 1%. Not even 1%. It's like 0.001%. The joy that I felt the most in my life, even here, even now, still, it's deadening. It's nothing. Like it's something you almost go yearning for. You're like craving. You're like, man, I gotta feel that joy again. It's always here now. It is, of course, being present with it, recognizing it. I know where it is. It is available, but it's just in that sense of absolutely mind-blowing. So in this same way, your rest and the peace of God is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay? Peace is a sensation that you just you're still, and you have absolute stillness in every aspect of your being. Your mind is just absolutely still. It's like perfectly still water. Right? So, and then joy is a sense of expression of that. Joy is something that just like, in any way, if there's any sort of resistance, experience of persons or anything in the world, the expression of that peace is just like, wow, it's adorable, it's wonderful, look at that, it's beautiful, lovely, right? And love is what you are, as that. That's what, the love of God is the experience. So you're going through this whole process. Don't get too stressed about it if you recognize, well, damn it, I'm not resting in God. I'm blowing up at my children. I'm freaking throwing cups across the room. What is going on? Do I really see a cup? It's a really interesting thing because, yes, to say and to recognize the idea that I rest in God, and it is very helpful, is to accept that presence, like to accept that I can relax. And it's interesting because if you relax, you can literally relax out of your body. Not just an astral perception, not just a out-of-body experience, but you can literally die yourself into relaxation. Like, you can literally die of relaxation. Like, I was dying of joy. If you relax everything, your heart stops beating. You're perfectly still. Got you concerned now, don't I? It's one of the biggest obstacles that we have to get through, is that you can't come to know God if you believe that you're going to die. And so to recognize that absolute respite, complete relaxation, is essentially the stairway that you think you're walking up to get into heaven. Like, you think you walk to get to heaven. Even if it's a stairway or not. You think you're using your body to get to heaven. You're not. You're not. You don't have one. You don't have a, we'll get more into that, of course. Can't seem to convince you quite yet. That's okay. But now in this, I am as God created me, this is pretty intense. And it should not be just a conceptual thing. It's okay that it is right now. It's okay that it's still a conceptual idea. I talk about the dreamer, I talk about all that is, I talk about the Son of God, talk about all of that, and it doesn't matter how much, to what degree you understand it. Just like the truth will dissolve away all the illusions. The last one that we talked about, right? Just like that, it does not matter to what degree in which you understand your true self to be. The truth of what God created you to be. If you see it as a personality and being, maybe you need to change genders or something, and you think that's how you can be what God created you to be, then so be it. Do it. Be who you are, who you find yourself to be. If it means, tattoos and crazy hair, then so be it. If it means getting more conservative, going Christian, born again, something, so be it. What is it to you is what you need to do. Your spirit is guiding you. You're feeling that tug, that pull is bringing you to the truth of reality, and it would dissolve all errors. It does not matter what those errors are. Okay? So I don't need to correct you and tell you your errors are wrong or anything. It's simply, well, you are being guided every step of the way. You always have been. The best thing to do is not resist it. So let yourself be yourself. Now, if that's the Son of God, and you recognize that, honestly, then so be it. But in the sense of recognizing whoever you are, recognize that to hold it back is not to be yourself. To resist it, to hide it, to conform it, or whatever. Say, to be something you're not is to squander your own life, to squander your own gifts of God, to squander what has been designed for you to express. You're squandering the universe. Now let that out in any sort of degree, and it will always get bigger and farther. You're going farther every single time. So what you see now as you, be it, whatever it is. Then you see something else. Oh, this isn't me anymore. Oh, I see this as me. Oh, be it. Just do it all the way, 100%. And then you see more. Oh, do that. More, do that. Oh, it might jump back over here. Oh, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to do this. Oh, be it. Do it all the way, 100%. Be you. Don't be somebody else. It doesn't matter how illusionary it is. There's no guilt, no shame whatsoever. There's literally only guidance and you to heal your mind, to recognize who you actually are. Eventually, as you're being yourself to those steps, those degrees, you will realize and recognize what the Son of God is. Because that's what you're doing. You're being yourself. Recognize what that, self of God is. And even then, to open up to what God is. It's pretty remarkable, and it is quite the ride. Just keep being yourself. That's all. That's all we really all need. It's just the most thing I recommend doing. Be yourself. And keep progressing with it. Keep it going. Don't say, oh, this is who I am. I'm going to define it. Now I'm in a box. Going to be in this box. Going to stick to this box forever. This is the box I always am. Don't mess with my box. Right? No. What am I today? This is what I am today. Okay, what am I now today? Okay, next day. What am I am today? Next day. What am I today? You find out. Be yourself. What it is that you are today. Don't insist, oh, I got to be the same box I was yesterday. Oh, I got to be the same one I was before that. No. I gotta be the same box I was 25 years ago when I had my awakening experience. No. Be who you are today. That's what you are. You'll find out. That's the whole process. You'll find out. And it's also, by doing that, you're handing it over. I'm not in charge of who I am. I'm not going to be a definition of who I am. I'm going to be what you want me to be, God.